Are you ready, child of God? Ready to rise into your divine inheritance? Ready to claim the wealth that already belongs to you by law, by spirit, by right? Then silence the noise of fear, still the chatter of doubt, and open your soul, for I do not come to entertain your mind. I come to stir your spirit. The word is wealth. The word is now. The word is yours. And let me declare from the mountaintop of knowing, you were never meant to chase money. Money was always meant to recognize your voice and obey your command. For I speak not from human logic, but from the mind of the Christ within, that divine part of you that is untouched by lack, untouched by delay, untouched by limitation. The Christ within you has never known poverty. The Christ within you has never begged for bread. The Christ within you has never questioned its power. It simply is. It simply knows. And when it speaks, it manifests. Let the soul remember what the world made you forget. Let the spirit awaken from the hypnosis of smallness. Let your words become the rod and the staff that lead you into green pastures. For the Lord is your shepherd, and in divine mind there is no lack. Say it now with me, wherever you are. Let the walls hear it. Let the bank accounts feel it. Let the heavens witness it. I do not chase money. Money flows to me now by divine right. My voice is a magnet for miracles. My thoughts are holy. My words are wealth. So it is. Child, when your thought is aligned with spiritual law, time becomes your servant, not your master. The delay collapses, the door opens, and the treasure is revealed, not created, but revealed, because it was already there in the kingdom. For the kingdom of God is not in far-off places, it is within you, not someday, but now, not for someone else, but you, not in theory, but in practice. As I have written, there is a supply for every demand, not some demands, not reasonable demands. Every righteous demand, spoken in faith, activates the supply that was waiting in the invisible. You are not waiting on God. God is waiting on your belief. You are not waiting on provision. Provision is waiting on your declaration. The $50 million does not come because you worked hard enough for it. It comes because you believed boldly enough for it. I once spoke with a woman who came to me, full of despair. Her home was lost. Her funds were gone. But I told her, declare what you desire, and refuse to speak of appearances. She said, Florence, that sounds too simple. And I said, spiritual law is always simple. Man complicates what God has made clear. She began to say aloud, daily, I walk in abundance. My wealth appears by divine right. I am open to unexpected channels. 3 days later, a family inheritance from years past suddenly resurfaced through a forgotten legal process. It was enough to pay off her debt and place her in a beautiful home again. She didn't strive. She didn't hustle. She aligned. She confessed. She received. And now I ask you, what will you speak into form today? What invisible riches are waiting for your voice to give them body? What miracle is hanging on the hinge of your belief? Let us speak again. I live in a field of favor. $50 million is not too big for the infinite. I receive wealth now, not later, not someday, now. So it is. So it is. So it is. The gate is open.
The gate is open, so walk through it boldly. Do not knock as a beggar. Do not whisper like one unworthy. Do not delay at the threshold, waiting for permission. The kingdom is not timid. The kingdom is not silent. The kingdom is yours, and it operates through thought, through word, through unwavering alignment. Let me ask you, beloved, what is the true thought process that opens the vaults of heaven? It is not worry. It is not logic. It is not desperation. It is alignment, the sacred inner knowing that your thoughts, your words, and your expectation are one with divine law. And this alignment is no mystery. It begins not with the outer world, but with the inner authority of the Word. For the Word is creative power. The Word is the architect. The Word builds the form from the formless. It is written, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." John 1:1. So when you speak from alignment, you do not speak as a human hoping. You speak as a God being commanding. You speak as a child of the Most High, creating with the same energy that shaped the stars. Say now with fire in your spirit, "My words are wealth. My thoughts are aligned with divine riches. My expectation is law." Let your thoughts become a temple, not a prison. Let your inner language mirror the riches you are calling forth. Do not say, "I can't afford it." Say, "Infinite supply flows through me now." Do not say, "It's hard to make money." Say, "Money comes easily, richly, and frequently by divine right." The old world taught you to think in limits. The kingdom teaches you to think in truth. The old world said, "Earn every dollar with sweat." The kingdom says, "Command wealth with belief." I remember a gentleman who had lost everything. He walked into my office, holding nothing but fear and a tattered envelope. I asked him, "What do you believe about money?" He said, "That it's gone." I said, "Then your belief has already made it so." I instructed him to change his thought process, not by trying, but by knowing. I had him speak aloud, morning and night. "Everything I lost is divinely restored. I am a perfect channel for wealth." Within 1 week, he was contacted by a company he had once applied to. They offered him a consulting position at double his last salary. It was not the resume. It was not the timing. It was not even the company. It was the alignment. He moved into mental agreement with wealth, and wealth moved toward him like iron to a magnet. Child of God, you must understand this. Money is not outside of you. Money is an effect, not a cause. The cause is your thought. The cause is your word. The cause is your vibration. Now speak this with holy boldness, as one aligned with heaven. I do not ask for riches. I expect them. I do not wait for money. I welcome it. I do not shrink. I expand. I am aligned with infinite wealth. So it is. This is not blasphemy. This is not arrogance. This is your divine inheritance. For the meek shall inherit the earth, and the meek are not the weak, they are the aligned. So rise today, align your thought, align your words, align your expectation, and the outer world shall mirror your inner decree. The gate is open.
Now that the mind is awakened and the spirit is aligned, now that thought has bowed before truth, now that the inner soil is tilled and ready, we move into the power of confession, not the confession of guilt, not the confession of sin, but the bold confession of identity, the holy proclamation of what already is. For child of the Most High, heaven does not move by your need, it moves by your word. God already knows the need, the universe already sees the desire. But until you speak, until you claim, until you confess, the angels cannot be dispatched, and the gates cannot pour. It is written, "Thou shalt also decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee." Job 22:28. Do not whisper this verse, proclaim it. Do not repeat it as a quote. Live it as law. You must understand this. Confession is not passive. It is prophetic. It is the moment when thought becomes flesh. It is the instant when the invisible bows before your authority and becomes visible form. There is no room for doubt in confession. Doubt pollutes the altar. Fear weakens the vibration. Timidity cancels the order. Confess with me now, as one seated in heavenly places. I am a millionaire by divine design. I am the vessel for $50 million of impact, influence, and increase. I am the head and not the tail. I am the lender, not the borrower. I am already supplied. So it is. Do you feel that shift in the atmosphere? That is spiritual alignment, activated through confession. Let me share a moment from my own ministry. A young woman once came to me and said, "Miss Shinn, I have spoken affirmations, but nothing changes." I asked her, "Have you confessed with belief or merely with repetition?" For you see, words without belief are noise, but words spoken from conviction move mountains. She adjusted her spirit. She stood tall in her kitchen, with nothing but bills on her table, and she declared out loud, "God is my instant and constant supply. Unexpected money flows to me in perfect ways. I am rich now." Within 2 days, she received a letter, a forgotten savings bond from her childhood, worth $10,000 had matured. She cried, but I smiled, because I know the word never returns void. It may travel through hidden tunnels, it may come through unexpected vessels, but it always returns with power. And I tell you now, if you dare confess it boldly, repeatedly, joyfully, your $50 million will not just come, it will run. For money is not stubborn, it is obedient. It responds to the voice of truth. It rushes to the one who speaks from faith. Say this with me. $50 million is mine by divine inheritance. I confess wealth, and wealth appears. I speak prosperity, and the soil bears fruit. I declare overflow, and heaven responds. So it is. Do not merely think these words. Speak them, sing them, write them. Stand in front of the mirror and declare them until the mirror reflects a millionaire back to you. You do not need to beg God. God is not holding back. You need only speak like one who knows that nothing is missing, nothing is broken, and nothing is impossible. This is not magic. This is not fantasy. This is law, spiritual law, the law of assumption, the law of belief, the law of confession. All roads lead to manifestation, but only for those bold enough to say it. The gate is open. And now, beloved, the stage is set, the thought has aligned, the word has gone forth, the confession has opened the heavens. Now, we enter the realm of manifestation. This is not imagination. This is not fantasy. This is the harvest season of the Spirit, where what you thought and what you spoke now meets you in physical form. You must know this deep in your bones. Manifestation is not the surprise of the universe. It is the obedience of the universe. It is not a miracle you earn. It is a result you command. For the law is unshaken. The law is mechanical. And when your vibration matches your vision, when your words become the signature of faith, what was unseen will come forth as surely as day follows night. It is written, "Call those things which be not as though they were." Romans 4:17. Call it, summon it, command it. The word must become flesh. It must dwell among you. I tell you, manifestation is not waiting in some distant realm. It is standing beside you like a servant, waiting only for your final yes, not from your lips, but from your frequency. A man once came to me, desperate for financial rescue. He had tried everything, strategies, loans, business mentors, yet still no fruit. I said, "You have used every human tool, but you have not used the law." He stared, unsure. I continued, "You must feel the $50 million as already yours. You must walk like it, dress like it, think like it, speak like it. That is how manifestation works, by embodied belief." I taught him one line, simple but nuclear. I now receive $50 million by divine right. I feel it. I welcome it. I walk in it now. He wrote it. He spoke it. He became it. And within 21 days, a dormant investment account he had forgotten was activated by a partner's sudden success. His portion $3.5 million. And I smiled and said, "This is just the beginning. Keep the vibration. The rest is on its way." And now to you I say, what vibration do you hold? Are you vibrating with fear, or are you vibrating with fulfilled prophecy? Are you echoing the old identity of lack, or are you walking in the manifestation of wealth? Say it with me, not as a request, but as a decree. I now manifest $50 million. I see it. I feel it. I hold it in my hands. My mind is a divine bank. My heart is a wealthy field. My words are the keys, and the vault is open. So it is. Let the body respond. Let the posture change. Let the spine straighten. Let the breath deepen. Let your face reflect the one who already has it. Do not sabotage the harvest by speaking what you see. Speak only what you want to see. Speak the outcome, not the obstacle. Speak the fruit, not the famine. For manifestation is not birthed by facts. It is birthed by faith. And your $50 million is already complete in the invisible. You are not waiting on money. Money is waiting on your confirmation. So today, sign the contract with your vibration. Seal the agreement with your words. Deliver the instruction with your feeling. And watch heaven bring it to pass with stunning ease. This is not wishful thinking. This is prophetic knowing. You are not hoping. You are receiving. Declare it now. This is my moment of manifestation. $50 million is mine by spiritual law. I rejoice before I see. I celebrate before it arrives. I honor the law, and the law honors me. So it is. The gate is open. Child of God, you have entered the current of manifestation. You have spoken what was hidden. You have called forth the invisible riches. And now, you must learn the art of holding the field. For the door that opens must not be closed by doubt. The seed that sprouts must not be uprooted by fear. The harvest must not be lost to emotional famine. Many receive the miracle, but few sustain the vibration that kept it flowing. This is the hour of keeping guarding, preserving your wealth frequency. And how do we do that? We do it by repetition, by sacred remembrance, by non-negotiable joy. It is written, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. Not a once-a-week renewal, not a Sunday sermon kind of faith, but a daily, moment-by-moment decision to stay in the vibration of the already done. Hear me now. Money does not just come to your life, it comes to your mindset. And the moment you shift back into fear, anxiety, or unworthiness, you do not lose the money. You lose the magnetism. It is not the external that controls the supply. It is the internal confession that sustains the current. A woman once told me, Florence, I manifested a large sum, but then everything fell apart. And I asked her, did your vibration remain intact? Or did your old story come back to sit at your table? She wept. She said, I thought I had to grab and cling. I told her, money does not come by grasping, it comes by grace. You must remain in the posture of divine non-resistance. You must become the kind of person who carries $50 million energy, whether there is $5 or $5 million in the account. Because the account reflects the field, not the other way around. So let us speak together. I hold the field. I do not waver. I do not shrink. I am a walking wealth portal. I remain in faith. I remain in overflow. I remain in divine agreement. So it is. You are not maintaining money. You are maintaining alignment. You are not chasing opportunity. You are nurturing identity. You are not measuring by appearances. You are trusting the flow that never runs dry. Money has ears, beloved. It listens for vibration. It follows praise. It flees from fear. So if you wish to sustain wealth, you must sustain the song of wealth. Declare it again now with rhythm and breath. $50 million stays with me. It multiplies with me. It obeys me. I walk in financial dominion. My joy is my security. My peace is my portfolio. My faith is my fortune. So it is. And when the world offers you panic, do not answer. When the bank account dips, do not flinch. When delays come, do not lower your tone, raise your knowing. This is the field where the miraculous becomes your normal. This is the gate where supply has no shortage. This is the space where wealth has no sorrow. And this is the life you were born to live, not in survival, but in sovereignty. So I say again, sustain the field, nurture the energy, protect the throne of your thoughts, because what you maintain in vibration will manifest in multiplication. Say it once more, with power and peace. I am sustained by divine wealth. I do not fall back. I do not lose ground. My $50 million is planted, protected, and perpetually growing. So it is. The gate is open. Now hear this, child of the infinite. You must never forget the origin of true wealth. For if you seek only the outer riches without first receiving the inner crown, you may build a palace on sand, but it will not stand when the winds rise. Spiritual riches come first. They are the foundation upon which material treasures rest. Without them, the $50 million becomes a burden, but with them, it becomes a blessing. It is written, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." Matthew 6:33, not some things, all things, wealth, property, investments, unexpected income, overflowing bank accounts, added unto you like grapes upon the vine. When you first seek the kingdom consciousness, and what is this kingdom? It is not a far-off city in the clouds. It is not reserved for the worthy few. The kingdom is a state of mind. It is the dominion of God within you. It is the throne of truth, where peace rules and lack cannot enter. When you align with this inner kingdom, money becomes your servant, not your master. It multiplies because it is magnetized by your spiritual weight, not your hustle, not your worry, not your effort, but your peace. I once knew a man who earned millions, but feared losing it. He was rich in banknotes, but poor in spirit. He slept with anxiety, woke with panic. And I told him, "You have money but no supply. You must return to the source." He began practicing this one affirmation: God is my immediate and unlimited supply. No person, place, or condition controls my wealth. Within months, his nervous habits fell away. He began giving, not hoarding, and his investments tripled in value. Why? Because he had aligned with spiritual wealth, and the material followed. Say it now, and feel it echo through every cell. I am spiritually wealthy. I dwell in the kingdom. My soul is rich, and therefore, my life is rich. The supply is unshakable. The source is unstoppable. So it is. This $50 million you are calling in, it is not for ego. It is not for flex. It is not to prove your worth. It is a tool of kingdom expansion. It is fuel for your divine assignment. It is the outer manifestation of your inner alignment. You are not manifesting just for yourself. You are manifesting for generations. You are manifesting to build legacies. You are manifesting to break chains. But all of it begins with spiritual sight, the inner eyes that see wealth where others see lack, the inner ears that hear opportunity where others hear rejection, the inner heart that believes in miracles before they form. This is the field where all things are possible. This is the dimension where ideas become assets. This is the vibration where $50 million becomes easy. So declare with reverence and fire, I seek the kingdom first. I am rich in love, rich in peace, rich in wisdom. Money is my servant. God is my source. My wealth is holy. So it is. Do not fear the rise. Do not dim your light. Do not question if it's too much. For the Lord delights in your abundance, and there is no glory in poverty. There is only power in purpose. So go forth with the robe of righteousness. Speak as one already crowned, walk as one already entrusted, receive as one already chosen, because child of spirit, you are. The gate is open. And now, beloved, we stand at the end of the beginning. You have walked through the gates. You have received the revelation. You have aligned your thoughts. You have confessed your truth. You have manifested the first fruits. You have anchored your vibration in the divine. You have clothed yourself with spiritual riches. Now I speak over you, not as a teacher, but as a vessel of prophetic utterance. Let this word go forth as a benediction, a sealing, a supernatural finality that awakens the inheritance already inscribed in the books of heaven. Hear me now with spirit ears, for this is not just a message, this is an activation. You were never meant to struggle. You were never meant to beg. You were never meant to be small. You were born to demonstrate the law, to prove the unseen, to walk in such supernatural provision that even the doubters fall silent. You were born to receive with ease what others strive for in pain, not because you are more special, but because you are more aligned. Your faith is your faucet, your word is your wealth, your belief is your bank. And as of this moment, I speak it with spiritual precision. Your $50 million is done. Not in the future now, not someday, this day, not for someone else. For you, you are the one. You are the receiver. You are the walking revelation. Let the vibration of this word move through every realm, through government doors and financial gates, through hidden vaults and untapped resources, through ideas, land, stock, inheritance, and divine connection. May banks call you, may clients find you, may wealth attach to you and refuse to leave. Say it one final time with full conviction. I am the embodiment of divine wealth. I walk in the overflow. I live in the flow. I receive now, without resistance, the full release of $50 million. My name is written on abundance. My voice commands provision. My hands hold miracles. So it is. Let every angel on assignment hear it. Let every closed door creak open. Let every dry well gush with divine supply. You will not shrink again. You will not settle again. You will not forget who you are. For the gate is not just open. The gate is you. Everywhere you walk, wealth must follow. Everything you touch must multiply. Everyone you bless must overflow. You are not just blessed. You are the blessing. Go now. Write it. Speak it. Teach it. Live it. This is the word. This is the law. This is your moment, and it cannot be reversed. So it is, so it shall remain. The gate is eternally open. And now, beloved listener, if this message has stirred something holy within you, if your spirit has been quickened, and the floodgates have opened, then do not keep this anointing to yourself. Let the ripple reach another soul. Let the word become a wave. Speak in the comments what you now claim. Let your declaration be public. Let heaven and earth witness your faith. Write, I receive my $50 million now. So it is. And type it with conviction, as prophecy, not poetry. Like this message as a sign of agreement. Your click is not just support. It is spiritual alignment. It tells the algorithm of this universe. I choose wealth. I choose truth. I choose overflow. And share this with someone who's forgotten who they are. Remind them, awaken them, bring them back to the gate. And if you desire more truth, more word, more spiritual wealth training, then subscribe and return often. Because the gates are always open here, and the Spirit always has more to say. This is not the end. This is your turning point. And your next miracle is already scheduled. So until we meet again, stay rich in spirit, stay bold in speech, stay royal in thought. So it is, so it shall be, so it cannot be otherwise.